Pac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, 20! 54
Sony Michel, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver. Was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to...
And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Edelman was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On on second down. It's Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Elliott looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 27 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind.
The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Prescott to throw it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
54 miles.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch pass.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career. And this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That's a big-time hire for them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Wait, 20! What we got? Hey, goal 66!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Wait, 20! Check right, 54!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.